g prime of z, this is a ratio. The denominator has to be squared. Secant z plus tangent z. And now I have to make sure what I put here is in correct order. Z prime is 1 times the denominator minus the top. And now I have to differentiate the denominator. Secant prime is secant tangent. Secant prime, secant tangent. Of course, of z. I started putting x in there. Plus, we just showed that tangent prime is secant squared z. There is no point in doing anything else because, see, secant tangent don't have z in front. So even if I expand this, I get secant tangent minus z secant tangent minus z secant squared. And there is nothing else I can do here. Unless I factor out the secant and then I have secant tangent. Yep, that I could do. Secant z plus tangent z, and I factor out secant. Z secant z. I have a tangent and plus secant. Don't try to simplify, you have to factor first. Factor out first. So now I see that I can factor out tangent z plus secant z because they are common factors to these two terms. So then I have secant z plus tangent z, 1 minus z secant z over secant z plus, it was very interesting. It was a very interesting problem. Now I can, because I've simplified the entire factor. So the final simplified form is 1 minus z secant z over one of these remaining factors. Secant z plus tangent z. It's completely cleaned up in the simplified form. It was a very good pick. See, you pick better problems. So notice what happened here. When I factor out one of the secant from these two, I have tangent plus secant. Tangent plus secant or secant plus tangent is the same thing. So I realized that these two are a common, I mean, this is a common factor. But don't forget the 1 in front. So I pull this in front, and then I have 1 minus z secant z.
I have a question, please.
Yes, yes. Any question?
Well, like the first equation,
Yes.
saying that the negative z open bracket secant z
Yes.
minus z.
Yes.
I thought we were supposed to differentiate secant z plus tan z.
So let's do this again.
Like the product.
Yes. So this is number 1, and this is number 2. Number 1 prime is here, 1 times the denominator minus. I copy 1, but now I differentiate this. When I differentiate secant, secant prime is secant tangent. Plus, when I differentiate tangent, I get secant squared.